Hello guys, gals, wherever you are. Welcome to another gameplay of, well, one of my favorite games of all time. Or rather a game that I can call myself a bit of an expert in. But I'll let the intro talk itself.
He's the one for me. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To the finish line. Everywhere you look, he's right on time. The sun set, racing through the ocean air. He's without care. Everywhere you look, he's right on time. Moving to the beat. Can you feel the heat when the tires kiss the street?
What a intro, ladies and gentlemen, to what an amazing game.
R4.
Welcome to Ridge Racer Type 4, one of my personal favorite games of all time, and, well, one of my childhood games of all time. I'd say we'll start with something easy. I'm intending to just go through a little run through the campaign. Let me just check my continue. You know what? Let's start fresh. And this time, who could we pick? There's the Pack Racing Club, which is, well, based upon Pac-Man. Well, Namco is not subtle about their references. Racing Team Sovalu, out of Italy, which we have seen on the cover and in the intro of this game. Then we have the RC Micromouse Mappy, also again a reference, out of France. And the Dig Racing Team, again a reference. This time it's an American team. But for today, I suggest we will go easy on things. Follow the French storyline. Bonjour! Welcome to Team Mappy. Who? Me? I'm Sophie Chevalier. Ah, yes, Sophie. I'm the owner of this team. Are you surprised? Then I'll see you at the finish line. You'll come in first, right? Oh, and by the way, can you choose the car manufacturer you want? And can you choose one that's stylish? Oh, right. If there is anything you need, just ask Donald Lewis, the manager. He's taking care of the details for me. You seem pretty aloof to me, or rather naive. But then again, we can have some fun now. we have Assoluto out of Italy, the very drifty and very much sporty car manufacturer. Lizard, which in later games was actually renamed. I think it is Dunver now. Terazi out of Japan. And Aj Solo out of France. And since we already have a French team, I kinda wanna drift something. Let's start with Assoluto. Ah yes, the Promessa. A mixture out of the Toyota MR2 W20 and the Honda CRX Del Sol. With obviously a roof scoop. But yeah. This game has a bunch of cars mixed together, and I am upscaling the game a tiny bit so that it looks better. For your viewing pleasure, obviously. But yeah, this is a car that I genuinely would think would be someone's dream car. And don't worry, I'm playing the European version, so the top speed is in kilometers per hour. Yeah, let's get started. Bit more commenting. Our sponsor this season is Assoluto, at your request. The new car is here, and it seems to be ready. I think. Yeah. I heard that this car's tail end slides based on how you use the accelerator. That's usually how rear-wheel drive cars go. Donald said that to me. But I have no idea what it means yet. Yes, the naivety of a young team owner, having no idea about cars. The first heat is coming up. Don't be shy and go for first place, okay? Helter Skelter in Yokohama, one of my favorite tracks of all time. Third place is qualifying. Well, I think we'll do better than that. Pearl Blue Soul, yeah, that sounds right. And yes, this game is old.
Real Racing Route 99 in
Helter Skelter. Ah, damn it.
2, 1, go!
And already good memories are flooding in. This game holds a special place in my heart because it was the first racing game that I have ever finished. Or rather, I played through. And, well, that was even better than Gran Turismo in my opinion, because it was stylish. But yeah, it's a game that, quite literally, you have probably seen many times from other people's stream, but let me just tell you, this game is, well, a special place for me because a little solid, about 25-ish years ago, got suddenly a visit from his uncle, who held a grey package underneath his shoulder. There, underneath his arm. Underneath his shoulder, yeah, of course. Underneath his arm. Well, everything afterwards was history. He gifted me his original PlayStation, I think it was 1999 or 2000? I guess because he got the PS2 back then. And well, decided that Solid needed a little gift. But yeah. This game is, well, has ever been, well, on my side. And the music will not let me go. I even own the soundtrack, even if it's only on Spotify, but still. I love this game. The music is fantastic, the game looks great. And it's a breeze for me to play. One thing that I always liked was that the actual lights went on if you go into a tunnel, which is really cool. It's a tiny little detail that just makes this game stand a bit more out. Top speed at the limiter, yay. But yeah, this game has never been fully serious. This is a fun game. If you have like an hour or so to kill, I urge you to play this game. A lot of times I've struggled with this game as a kid. I didn't know what I was doing, I knew only to drive around in circles, and well... I only knew basically that the music was great. Even my parents actually picked up one or two of the songs, and then, well, when I had it the first time, were humming it. But then again, this old head here quickly figured out that if you stick the PlayStation CD into a CD player, you can just listen to the music on the go. Yeah, this game is nothing but a classic. I just feel like a warmth around my heart when I ever boot this game up. But let's continue to the next race. Oh wow, that was fantastic. I just like the quote expression is now it changed over. No, it's right. It disappeared all of a sudden and then came right back. I mean, it was only a 2-lap race. I couldn't keep up with your pace. Yeah, I know. For the record, if you hear something creaking in the background, it is legitimately my chair that is about to fall apart. I wish I could change it, but finances are a bit dire. Yeah, you can't stand around, blah 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 blah. You have to call you dad. I'm sure we'll meet him someday. Yeah, you don't understand. Oh. That is an odd request. Okay, we'll gladly get into first place. But sure, next it's Fukuoka and Wonder Hill. An amazing track in my opinion that we will see a few more times. This game oozes like flair. Like even the track has its own little like tiny icon that basically just describes it. Like it's like if it was an actual event. And yes, this is one of the few games that actually is quote set into the actual world. Oh, Naked Glow, one of the best songs.
Racing Route 99 in Wonder Hill. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go! It's showtime! 2 laps to go.
There's also an Easter egg hidden here for all of our Ace Combat fans. Just look in the next lap into the sky. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, this game is supposedly set in the real world, which I find hilarious, because Namco has literally an entire like world for all of its like Ridge Racer games, which none of them have gone into reality again, but everything is basically set into a strange realm. For Ace Combat fans, that name is not a unknown, with plenty of games taking place there. But no, this game is set in real life, which is, in my opinion, a tad odd, but I don't mind actually. Although I will say the New York track is a bit out there that is coming up. Ah yes, one of my favorite places in this game. And double press the brake and look, let's let us slide. It's just something that I do. Other drifters basically either go off the gas or just one tap the brake. I just do double. Maybe I lose time, but hey, it looks stylish. I wish I could travel to Fukuoka. Maybe there is a place that actually looks like this. Just simply a simple overtake. The smallest classes only make sense in the first tier. And maybe... oh yeah, there it is. You couldn't really see it, but in the original resolution, this is the main hero's plane from Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. I'm sorry, the soundtrack is just an absolute vibe. Like, it gets me always in a good mood. Maybe I'll use it for future streams. Yeah. This track actually is often represented in other Ridge Racers. I know in Ridge Racer DS or Ridge Racer 64, there's a track that is relatively similar to this one. I think it's called Ridge Racer in the Revolution stage. I think it's something called like that. Oh, Ridge Racer DS. That was a game that I played like a while ago, and it robbed me a good amount of sleep because holy hell, that last race is an absolute monster. But yeah, this game is far more chill. I wish I had the Joy-Con to show it off as well, but yeah, I'll explain that in a minute. And there's the finish line. For a game that is over 20 years old, the sense of speed was great, but nowadays, with your Need for Speed shifts and Hot Pursuit and other games basically having come out, yeah, this game feels, quote, slow in the beginning. But this game is the first game ever to have the blur effect, if you look at the rear lights and the headlights actually. This game actually, yeah, pioneered that. Let's continue. And every tier, we actually get something out of it. But let's hear the comment first. Your performance is top-notch again. The other teams can't touch you. Donald said I shouldn't make such a fuss over the first heat race results. Yeah. Well, they matter to me. That is good. I was probably not expecting us to do this well. Can't just imagine the surprised look on his face. I can imagine it. Yeah, it's gonna be not so easy, but it is going to be easy. I find it interesting that there are 4 different stories basically for each, well, storyline. I've done it with Lizard, huh. And yes, I play this on an emulator because I am not wanting to, well, stress over recording the actual PlayStation. So, but hey, here's our reward for beating the first heat. The rotary car. For some odd reason, the Italians have made a rotary car. It's the Fatalia, a fan favorite and a classic basically for everyone who knows about these cars of Ridge Racer. I could have gone for the actual, like, cover car, but where's the fun in that? Funnily enough, it is actually not the fastest car in this game. But yeah, let's try the Fatalia, which, in my opinion, is actually really good looking. And is all what I just noticed actually, one of the few cars that has a split window, like the Subaru SVX. I don't know what it is like all based upon. I know that there is some Ford GT in there, and there is some other race cars in here, with the engine being in the middle, obviously, so clamshell design. So yeah, a bit of Miura, a bit of, well, prototype here, maybe the rear lights of a Skyline. Anyway, let's continue. We got the best car we could at this time to match your great driving skills. I mean, yeah, that's good. Actually, all the hard work was done by Donald and his staff. Yeah, you're not really involved, my dear. They won't even listen to my suggestions. I mean, if you behave like this, then yeah. What do you think about this? I don't think this is a good working relationship. Yeah, it isn't, so, but you need to come a bit up with it, and they have to be welcoming to you. Oh, sorry. I'm complaining now. Yeah, you are. Forget about what I just said. The second heat is coming up. According to Donald, the other teams have new cars as well. The race ahead will be challenging. I mean, yeah. I know it's going to be difficult, but good luck. Thank you. At least she's humble. This is the track that I was actually talking about. Edge of the Earth is an amazing track, but it is standing a bit out of line. But yeah, Thursday, 1st July 1999. Nah, let's go with your vibe. I like to keep the songs in order.
Route 99 in Edge of the Earth. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. It's showtime.
A little fun fact that I found out about this game: if you look to the left in the next lap, plane suddenly appears out of nowhere. Like, because of the upscaling, the model spawns invisibly. But yeah. But yeah. This track makes no sense, but again, it's a ray tracing game. Is it supposed to make sense? No. It's supposed to be fun. God damn it, that is. But yeah, this game has the wonderful dynamic of grip racing and drift racing. Which I do not understand why they added that. But then again, I'm no game developer, and I couldn't look into their heads basically in 1999. No, 1997 I think this came out. I mean, I have an original copy. I'm just too lazy to grab it now. But yeah, this game is phenomenal, and I would suggest that y'all look over to the left, the plane. Oh, okay, it didn't do it this time. But yeah, this game oozes a style that is now defined with the PlayStation. Which I will admit, many games nowadays are trying to replicate, but quite honestly, paying homage is nice. Finding your own style is even better. Man, you can't beat this soundtrack. This soundtrack is so good. It is an actual, like, it's an absolute gem. But yeah. Fun fact about this game, getting all of the cars takes about, from what I've heard, I think 100 hours or so, because you have only one shot at getting each car. and each developer has like 7 cars in total. No, I think it was 20 cars in total. So getting each and every single one takes time. Like every car has its own like stats, and basically what position did you get in the previous heat, and how did you actually move on, and blah 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 blah. Like it takes a buttload of time to get basically the last like every last car in this game. I set myself a challenge once to do it, but I will be quite honest, as much as I love the game, I don't need to see every car in every livery. I like it when it's a bit, well, diverse. But this isn't Forza, I don't need everything. I want to get that what the game thinks is important to me, with what I'm succeeding. But there aren't like some asinine nonsense things in here, like you have to jump and hit the helicopter and like in Ridge Racer 64. Sorry, but that was a dumb challenge. Let's do this. But yeah, which airport would this be? Huh. Probably JFK or something. Yeah, this game is phenomenal in any sense of the word. Like people will say, yeah, it's not the best Ridge Racer, but I think it is. That and well, it's one of the later games in the system's life. Because I think the later the games were, the more of the power they could utilize up to a specific point. Let's see what she says. That was great. It looks like your new car paid off. Yeah, it does. Cornering around those turns was incredible. Even I know the difference between good and bad cornering. Actually, I had Dono teach me about racing. Hey, you're making progress, girl. What's wrong? Just wanted to understand what I've gotten myself into, which is commendable. We'll be able to move on to the final GP if we win the next race. Work together to get there. Obviously, I'm looking forward to it. Out of Blue, again in Yokohama. I'm playing this on a Narcon controller, which looks like the original PlayStation controller. So I have no issues with following like the button prompts and stuff. But then again, I've played this game with an Xbox controller once, like an original one. I have no issues with it. Nah. Lucid Rhythms is now next.
Real Racing Route 99 in Out of Blue. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. It's time.
What I always liked was also
3 laps to go.
like the announcer and, well, the advertising for, well, the other Namco games. All of it gave it like a charm to it. And, well, this game's mood is absolutely amazing. There's an Ace Combat 3 advertising. And my hate corner in this entire game. As a kid, I remembered fucking this up so goddamn much. It is also the track where I think Reiko Nagase is actually having issues with her shoe coming out of the tunnel. Or maybe at least I think so. Then again, the race in the intro is a bit odd. But before I knew what the internet was, I thought, yeah, this is what Japan's streets look like. They look actually like racetracks. What a dumb kid I was. But I'm glad to have video games teach me that. Bum, bum, bum. I've heard so many remixes of this soundtrack, and I've seen so many great videos about this video game. So it makes honestly sense that, like, it boggles my mind that Namco hasn't actually re-released this game. Like, even in a physical form, or just they've not looked into the merch that they could have made with this game. Like, honestly, the Japan-only aluminum, like, collecting cars that you could get for this game, I would have killed to get basically the Arch Solo, or the Assoluto Bisonte as a car. I would have actually killed for that. But they go for horrendous prices nowadays. I would have loved to have it basically like sitting on a desk as a, well, as a model. But I'm at least glad that they put this game onto the PlayStation Mini, or the Classic in that sense, so that newer generations could actually play and enjoy this game. Which I find hilarious. The PlayStation Mini is nothing but a glorified Raspberry Pi with a PlayStation cover around. There have been videos made about it that explain this basically, but I find it actually, like, hilarious. If they do something for the PS2, that would actually be kind of dope. But yeah, if they were to re-release this game, I would buy it instantly. Like, make it $30, I'll buy it instantly. Because honestly, this game deserves to be played and enjoyed. Even people who have no idea about racing games, they should have at least listened to the soundtrack. And video game developers should play this game, because this is good gameplay. This is well made. And another race done. See that? The little, like, light turning on? This is such a neat little detail that... I know nowadays racing games do it automatically, but it's just like... Or they either forget it, because the tunnel is so short, but it's just, imagine just sitting in the race car, you're shifting gears, and all of a sudden just clink, you have to take the switch off and to turn the lights on. It's like a small detail. But then again, I'm playing this only casually. All in all, the difficulty in this game is relatively, quote, chill. 2 first places finishes in the second heat. That's simply incredible. By the way, can I share my dream with you? I want to win. Well, we're halfway there. Marriage? I don't care about that. Okay, perhaps I'm exaggerating. At any rate, I just remembered a promise I made that's more important. A promise? When I was young, I made a promise to my grandfather. I promised him I would someday follow his footsteps to bring back the victory trophy. And now, we finally reached the final Grand Prix. Maybe the chosen few that go there to battle each other for victory. Will you make my dream come true? Sure. I'll gladly try. And yes, I want to save again. I will be quite honest on the theme of stories in racing games. I find that they deserve their place there. Even if they're like as small as this, a good story has to always be there. But not something like Need for Speed Unbound or whatever Payback was. Those kinds of stories can go away.
You've got a new car ready to roll.
Let's see what I get. I mean an actual story. Ah yes, an old friend. The Infinito, which is a mishmash of a few cars, but mostly this car is based upon the Peugeot, I think 908 Le Mans race car, and a prototype I think as well. But this car appears in Ridge Racer Type 4, Ridge Racer 64, Ridge Racer DS. I think you can grab it in, don't let me lie, I think in Ridge Racer 5 as a bonus, if I'm correct. I still have to play through that. And, well, this car is Assoluto in a nutshell. Like, this car is perfectly describing that company. I think it is one of the best looking cars made. But I will make a separate short of this car and explain what it is. Shall we get going? Have you seen it yet? You got the best car to match your incredible driving. Yeah, I see it. I'm genuinely happy when that she is happy as well. He only shut up and paid up. It's only fair. Yeah, it is. The other teams know what we're up to as well. So I'm sure that they are putting an effort into getting new cars. Yeah, they did. I'm sure the races ahead will be difficult. But we can't back down now. We have to face the challenge head on. Remember, every ace driver starts off as a complete beginner. That sounded like a line out of Ace Combat. But hey, another reference, the Phantom Mile. Klonoa, where are you, little fella? It's one of the few tracks that genuinely is short. But yeah, hang on, we were at Lucid Rhythm. I think we're now at 3 here.
Real Racing Route 99 in Phantomile. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. It's shuttle.
God, the last time I saw this car, it was fully red in Assoluto liveries.
3 laps to go.
And here I thought for some time this roster of cars was so futuristic that we'll have it in the future as like normal street cars. How wrong I was. As a kid, I always thought this track was basically a reference to Monza because of the layout. Oh boy, was I wrong back then. But yeah, the Phantom Mile. A game, a world basically referenced towards Klonoa, which is a game that I have yet to play, yet I have heard that it is very good and very much heartbreaking. But I will see that in the future. I do plan on streaming it. Yeah, seeing an airship basically flying around is something that I've never seen before. Where I'm from, it's not usually like seen, or rather, it's not the norm. I know that folks in California have the Goodyear blimp and stuff, but yeah, over here it's not that much common.
Okay, this is my back. Keep it cool.
But yeah, The easy difficulty in this game is effortless. I think up to like hard, it's actually like super easy. Or more like doable. But then again, ridge racing games were about difficulty in the first like three. The fourth one is an outlier. My favorite song. God, I'm just vibing here right now. But yeah, this game like always brings a good smile. So let's continue. Here's the next comment. I'm starting my own legacy. Okay, congratulations. I was so surprised that the new car was so fast. We're talking about a Le Mans style Group C race car. Yeah, that thing is goddamn fast. What? You liked what I said when we got the new car? Oh. Will you stop teasing me, please? Aww, you're adorable. Donald suggested that I give you some words of encouragement. He said it was my job as an owner of this team. I mean, yeah, good communication is key. Let's try and get a perfect win on the second race as well. Sure. We can do it if we can all try together. 1 second. Yeah, let's continue. Bright as night. This is the track that I meant. That makes no goddamn sense. Tracy. Yeah, 22 October, 9:45 p.m. You know what? No, Move Me is for later. Let's go with... You know what? Silhouette Dance.
Real Racing Route 99 in Brightest Night. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go!
But like I said, this track makes no goddamn sense.
3 laps to go.
But I like the vibe. Also, if anyone knows what kind of figure that was at the... Well, we're going to come up again against it. But what kind of like figure was that is standing at the fountain there around the corner? That thing. If anyone knows, please write it in the comments. Like, I have zero clue what this is. It is also a goddamn shame that these tracks never came up in the PSP remake. Like, yes, we had the Yokohama track, but this, again, this makes no goddamn sense. So this, yeah. I would have wanted this track to be in there. I always enjoyed, well, this track. It flows. Yeah, it was this track. When you're looking on the left here at the next lap, there's a plane coming in, and it'll make no sense on how it looks. Or rather, it is a very very odd way to have a plane look. I am. I mean, he's sitting in a Gillette Vertigo, or Gilet, or it's a Belgian name. I can't pronounce it. My tongue basically is breaking itself in half. But yeah, this jump here, as cool as it is, near an airport, it would make no goddamn sense. And back up again. I want your thoughts up on there, and there's the plane. The lights basically come in beforehand, and you can see them on the top of the screen. It's weird. Drifting a Le Mans race car at 180, yeah. Logic! But then again, I shouldn't talk too much about it. I do like this market, like this is cool. But let's see. And one more for the show. I find it also interesting, living near an airport, you can drive underneath them as they drive over you onto the runway. That's actually really cool. There's the plane. Dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Just vibing over here. But yeah, let's continue. It's one of the more fun tracks in this game. A perfect race again. You're the greatest. I think we have a chance to make it, to make history. Yeah, you do. In fact, we're at a point where we can go head to head against RTS, Old Man Gilbert's team. RTS? Ah, yes. No, we're not here because we're lucky. We're here because of you. We're because of hard work and determination. Yeah. We have 2 more races left. Let's give it our all. I think it is a goddamn shame that the story mode in this is so short. Like, if they added like 5 more races, that would have been absolutely amazing. But then again, this game is almost perfect. Heaven and Hell, one track that I, as a kid, definitely struggled with. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, let's listen to some quiet curves.
Real Racing Roots 99 in Heaven and Hell. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. It's showtime. 3 laps to go.
Over here, this game actually came with a quote high-definition version of the original Ridge Racer, which, to be honest, I didn't need. Like, the original was still playable on this console, and it didn't look bad for the first game. But again, I will not say no to an extra treat. Also, something about the game that I didn't know of was that actually there was a scratch and sniff version of it that smelled like, well, burning rubber. Or more like hot tires, but yeah, I doubt they smelled like that today. This part here is the actual part that I actually struggled with. Top at the observatory and downwards. Because there is a nasty little trick hidden here. Not me being incompetent and bumping into the Suzu prototype. No. That little neat, little nifty trick is coming up here. Because you think, oh yeah, I could start a drift. Nuh-uh. Nope, not even yet, not even close. Now. As a young one, you basically always run into the wall. Ever. You have to go into a really long and really annoying drift, basically. Like, you have to trust the curve and the grip. There is it again, the Ace Combat plane. And this edge obviously is a, well, a run breaker. Especially with grip cars, in my opinion. Mobius 1. Yeah. It was a absolute deal breaker, that curve. Also burb. Yep, the physics of jumping here are abysmal in my opinion. But then again, this track is only like hard if you drive a big racing team car and then take a grip car. Then you have to struggle. See? If you fuck up like this, yeah, you lose a ton of speed. That's why this game teaches you how to be smooth. But yeah, full story runs of this game are relatively short. But that is, I think, a good thing. Now you're doing this on purpose, Solid. I just find it hilarious that quite literally Namco knows they have an absolute banger of a game, but they're not doing anything with it. Yes, we had the re-release of the OSTs, but like, come on, we could have had so much more. Like, re-release the games on modern hardware, talk with Steam about re-releasing them. Like, Capcom does it with Resident Evil. And with Dino Crisis, which is also on my playlist. But no, they do not release it. No, we have to keep it in the vault, or like on the PlayStation Mini. That is a shame, in my opinion, because I think this game deserves to be played. And finish. But I think this track, if it was 5 laps, would have been better. But they were probably limited with the technology at the time. And yes, jumps in this game look always goofy. It's the physics. Okay, let's see the path towards the last race. We'll do the walk and do the talk. Say, do you know 3 perfect first place finishes in a row is a new real racing routes record? I do know what the Triple R stands for. You accomplished this even though you are a newcomer. You're something else. Yes, I called my father up. I think his mouth was wide open in disbelief. Not surprising. Only the final race is left now. You don't have to run a perfect race, so relax and do your best. You have a question? What is it? This ring? Yes, my fiance gave it to me. Marriage? Well, we'll see. Aww. Yes, I would like to save. Well, let's continue to the last race and our final car change, shooting hoops in Los Angeles.
You've got a new car ready to roll.
Squallow. Absoluto. In my opinion, a good-looking car, but in my opinion it leans too much into formula. But the 90s were a weird time about it, because you had basically Group C dying, you had the GT class blooming up, Formula 1 changed from V12s to V10s, and then you had designs like these. Funnily enough, a few years later, the Red Bull X 2010 would basically become this. A Formula car with ground effect. But yeah, 312 kilometers per hour. Nowadays every Lamborghinis be like... But let's continue. Have you seen it already? We got a new car that's tuned for high-speed driving. Donald and I determined that we would need it to win. Yeah, we would. This car can't be compared with any other car you've driven so far. It's a speed demon. This car is our team's final gift for you. Oh, that's sweet. The other teams have changed settings on their cars as well. Your ability to focus on high-speed driving will determine if you win. And I've decided to change my hair. Excuse me? Can be fashionable and still be serious about the race. I really want to win. Come on, the final race is waiting for us. Ha! The Reiko Nagase letter is not coming in easy mode. But then again, the final GP, shooting hoops. Moving in circles has to be playing. If you select anything else, shame on you.
Real Racing Roots 99 in Shooting Hoops. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go! It's time!
One thing about this race, you are not drifting. Do not kid yourself, you are not drifting this track. Because if you drift one of these like high-speed cars, yeah, you lose the race instantly. And And you only race them on this tiny little track. Yep, that was my mistake. But I'm not going to lock it. I'm going to have fun with this. It's only the second lap, so why rush? But yeah, this game is definitely on the shorter end. Like, I know other racing games that are way longer, but this is short and good burn. God, this song actually slaps. I wish actually that this track would have been modeled by someone that was at the Corsa. Because I would like to see what the X2010 could do on this track. Or heck, even the C9 Sauber. That would actually be kind of cool. And yes, this takes place at New Year's Eve of the new millennium. I remember it actually, even though I was just 4. And yes, I have outed myself, I'm a monk. I find it such a good detail that there's the fireworks going off and stuff. And that it's actually like that people celebrate the new year now. But we are sitting here on the job, racing. This is also the only track where you can lap other drivers. And yeah, Happy New Year. Now listen up.
Team Mappy wins! To tell you the truth, we thought your team had an Ice Cube's chance on a hot exhaust pipe of winning this race. We thought you guys were great last year, but after your owner got sick, we thought the team was in for a serious tailspin. The fact that the owner's pretty granddaughter took over the team this year didn't help your image at all either. You really held up the honor of your owner. Sorry, we thought you were a sad bunch of lightweights. Here's to the owner's family and the team. Congratulations! Viva la France! Viva Team Mappy!
Yeah, if you win with a specific team, you actually get a different announcement. But yeah, it's, well, the end of the race. So let's take our win. Shooting hoops, what a track. I genuinely like it even though it's short. And here comes, well, a Micro Mouse Mappy. The Real Racing Routes 99 Grand Prix. We did it! We finally won! This is beyond words. For you, maybe. You did it with perfect record. We did so well. It's scary. Yeah, it is. I have to call up my grandfather and father. Oh, before that, merci. Merci beaucoup. It's kind of embarrassing, but I think it's I've become more of an adult by being in this Grand Prix. Growth is something that everyone should experience. I'm going to face my father and not back down. I want to continue as the owner of this team. Why? It's because I understand how rewarding it is to race. Besides, I want to keep working with you, with a wonderful driver like you. Aww, I hope we can work with each other again. Here comes the epilogue. I'm gonna shut my trap now. Well, 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 we got the girl in the end. Fun fact, there are cars in here that don't appear in the game. RX-7, NSX. I saw a Skyline earlier. There's a Mark III Supra. There was the Skyline. All cars that don't exist in the game.
Here he comes again, running like the open wind. Yeah, moving through the day, take a lead, you know he's on his way. Can you feel the heat when the tires hit the street, moving to the beat?
What an outro, ladies and gentlemen. A new car has been added to the garage mode. Well, I'm gonna take a look at it.
Type 4.
Mic off. Mic feedback off. Mic on. Mic feedback on.
Let's see what the new car is. Yep. Let's see it. What are the new cars? This one's new. This one is new. This one is new. And this one's new. Filling out the entirety of, well, this roster is going to be a mammoth project of mine. But at least I had this one from a previous run. Yes, ladies and gents, I had the Bisonte all along. It's weird to get it. You basically have to win the first race, but botch the second one. And then there's only like a 50-50 chance to get this car. It's weird, genuinely. But it drives really, really well. Funnily enough, this thing is based upon a on a Toyota MR2 AW11, the first generation basically, and has a bit more influence from a 250 GTO with the front headlights as an example. But it is mid-engine and a 2-liter V6 actually, if I remember my facts correctly. It's not the fastest car, but it is one hell of a car to drive and to have. And with that, with this wonderful car standing here before us, I thank you for watching, for joining me for the first run of probably many of Ridge Racer Type 4. Have a good one, folks.